So I just wanted to do a short video today that's kind of going to explain to you why productivity apps and neurotypical productivity systems don't work for you and they don't work for your brain. And I'm going to kind of explain why with a couple of diagrams here. So firstly, I just wanted you to understand a little something about yourself. So if you have ADHD, so on this graph, we have, this is going to be time along the bottom here. And then this is going to be, let's go for energy first. Okay, so this is your energy over time. Now, for neurotypical people, their energy, we'll do it in blue. Their energy over time might look like this. Okay, as you can see, their energy goes up and down through the day, as it normally would. And now I'm going to show you what that would look like for somebody who maybe is a little bit neurospicy, maybe a little bit like me and you. The difference is pretty obvious. So this is what it would look like for somebody with ADHD. As you can see, similar, somewhat similar. I'd say maybe some of these should be more spaced out than others, but as you can see, our energy fluctuates, and like this is not just like physical energy, this is our mental energy as well. And it fluctuates at a lot higher of a frequency than the neurotypical person. So whereas a neurotypical person could stick to a productivity system, the reason that we as ADHDers have such difficulty with this is because we struggle to follow rigid guidelines because our energy fluctuates too much. So it makes it difficult. So to keep this video short, the problem is we struggle to stick to rigid systems. Your brain needs a more fluid approach, because if we go back to that graph again, this is your energy, right? You need to, say you still have to do the same amount of stuff the entire time. There are going to be points where it's incredibly difficult, more difficult than the average person, for you to do these things mentally or whatever it is, because you come to a lower state of energy or a higher state of energy, right? So what you need is not necessarily a rigid system to make sure that you're doing things in a particular order over a particular amount of time, but just a bit of direction. So just a couple of things that you're supposed to be getting done through the day, for example. And then when you do have these spikes, you can't force yourself to work. If you sit down to work and you feel like this, you cannot force yourself to work. This is where ADHDers start sitting in front of the computer screen for hours, wasting loads of time, getting nothing done. What you need to do is just remove yourself. If you cannot get your brain to work, you're not going to be able to sit there and force it. Sorry, it's not going to happen. So as long as you have a guideline for when you get back up here, what you need to go back and get finished, as long as that is accomplished at some point through that period of time, then it's not a problem because you're still getting it done. So yeah, in short, that is the reason that productivity systems and apps and all of that jazz just doesn't work for your brain.